So we're back again. 3 days in a row, we're actually back for good. As today, hopefully, will be the end of season number 1, if we don't slip into those playoffs, that is, and if we don't take absolutely ages with the games. But I'm very excited. So let's jump into the jam-packed one today, which might be a long one. Episode number 12 of season number 1. Yes guys, welcome back. I should have said Hartlepool United, of course. The hat remains on as the league today. 6 games. If we're going to get finished, we'll have to simulate 3, which is a risk, but it's a risk I'm willing to take to move us on with this save, as automatic promotion is truly on. So I'll show you the league after this, as we have Notts Forest, said the complete wrong thing as well. That was my last save. And it's Forest Green. Sorry, Nottingham Forest fans. With Port Vale, Rochdale, Swindon, Scunthorpe and Colchester. Which are all teams, in my opinion, we should be beating every single one of them. So we'll see who's highest up. I think Forest Green are doing okay for themselves. But they are in 13th. That's quite strange for them. Scunthorpe and Colchester even above them. So we'll make sure we play those 3. As Rochdale are down there, Port Vale are down there, and Swindon rock bottom of the league. That's set in stone, really. Kind of perfect. We know what we're doing, as it's 5 points, the gap between us and Bradford City. Even 8 points between us and 3rd place, which is still an automatic spot. 10 points over Northampton. It's going to take a big drop for us not to get that place in the Sky Bet League 1 competition next year, which we still have to hope for. And we've still got to take it 1 game at a time. Bottling it can just absolutely ruin us, as we did bottle a game last time, the biggest game of the episode, as these are in 13th, and we are away from home using the team that is on the screen right now. Marinovic has been a revelation since coming in, so he stays in goal, with Luke Hendry, McLaughlin, Staunton, Francis on goal, and Ferguson, Houlihan, Featherstone and Valakari in the midfield, with Norwood and Bogle. The partnership up front, they're doing the business. And the starting 11 for Forest Green is Luke McGee in goal, Kane Wilson, Bailey Cargill, Udoka, Godwin, Malif, Dan Sweeney, and it's a 5 at the back with Cadden at left wing back, Elliot Whitehouse, ex-Grimsby, Stevenson and Adams, ex-Grimsby Jamal Matu ran recklessly against us last time, and Stevens up front. And let's see what we can do here at the new lawn. Is it the new lawn? It is the new lawn, isn't it? So we'll see what we can do. Jamal Matt with the chip straight over, and to be fair, that was intent from them, which I'm quite peed off that they actually got the little chance right there. But we're going to carry on here. It's Bogle with it. Bogle just needs to keep his man away from him. Puts a ball around the corner. And this is a chance, you know. Ferguson, can we whip a good ball in? Could have been better. And 10 minutes in, Conor McLaughlin, as we're going to still try and keep these pinned a little bit. Reece Staunton, been an absolute revelation this season, as it's now on to Nicky Featherstone. Out wide into Ferguson, as this could be a move. Featherstone on to Norwood. He lifts one over the top straight away, looking for Hendry, who can whip a ball into the box. Just at the front post this time. Unlucky with that one, as now Valakari. Oh, that's not a good pass, is it now? As Featherstone picks up on it again. That's a run round the side though, and Houlihan with a great touch. It's out to Ferguson. Let's try the other wing back again, as it's hit Sweeney. And we're going to have the first corner 20 minutes into this game, which isn't a slow start. It's pretty decent, as Norwood. That is shoulder or the defender's head, I don't know, but we should have done better with that one, as we attempt to keep the ball and do. Advantage gone, as Norwood around the corner into Valakari. Hendry could go for a shot here, but it's going to cross it in. That looked like handball, and it's cleared in the end. I had absolutely no idea where that ball was going, as we've got a free kick here. Luke Hendry just to pass it into Reece Staunton. So he goes backwards into the other centre-back, or left wing-back, Ferguson, of course it is, as Houlihan needs Ferguson at the side of him. He was in the middle, wasn't he? As Ferguson's got pace there. Wilson just with the smallest touch, as Forest Green seem to be hanging on. Conor McLaughlin with a pass. Oh, that's not a good one, though, but it's still going to be collected right there. Conor McLaughlin into Nicky Featherstone. Now into Norwood. Oh, showed a little bit of the ball to Adams, I think it was, but it did get back and make that tackle, as we're doing very well at keeping possession in this game. Just not got that chance yet. As Valakari now around the outside. It's Luke Hendry. Chance to cross back post. Looked a good ball. Over by Houlihan. And the goal is still yet to come, as Forest Green going to have the last 5 minutes of this half to themselves, unless we can get a tackle in and try and counter. But there's not going to be long left as this is good passing. Stevens into Ebo Adams. Into Stevens again. Jamal Matt with a turn and a shot into the top bin that stuns our fans and stuns the outcome of the game. It's 1-0 to Forest Green. And it's bloody Big Jammer with the goal. Just the man I do not like scoring against me. It's a good little move. Straight through the middle right there and just turns and absolutely annihilates the top corner. Marinovic, no chance. Jamal Matt puts Forest Green in the lead. And half-time comes straight after that goal as Forest Green have just absolutely stunned us. And this isn't a turnout for the Bucks, is it? Please don't let this form just fall off the edge of a cliff. We should be doing better than this. If we're going to try and catch Bradford, we've got to win these games, as I think I'm getting an update on the Bradford game in my ear. The score hasn't popped in the top corner, as it does now, and Bradford are in the lead. I need to focus up on myself a little bit right there, though, as they've put the pressure on in this second half. They want more. Got to try and make sure they don't get it as Featherstone. We need to level this game up as soon as possible now. Valakari on a spin right there and gets a ball over to Hendry. What a ball from the midfielder as all. Rough tackle from the defender, but that's a great ball in the middle. Valakari with a header. Norwood pokes his foot at the ball, and we do have the leveller. James Norwood in the right position at the right time. The charge goes on. It's a great ball, that one. Just pulls it back to the edge of the box. Valakari with a powerful header. Straight at Luke McGee, though. And Norwood with the follow-up. Just need to try and keep on going with it, though, and hopefully get the win right now. We've got the point in the bag as it stands, and even though they're putting the pressure on, I'd say we're still slightly the better team, but just slightly, because we need to make more of the chances, like that one. I do understand it's a cross and there's no one in the middle, but we've got to swing him in. Our wing-backs do have the most assists this season, of course, so I was going to play a ball through there, and that's a rough challenge. It's a yellow card, but could easily be more, in my opinion, for Cadden, as I think he's a substitution as well. So we might have to make some of them ourselves soon, as Nicky Featherstone drilling into the box. Bogle has the man around him in Houlihan. I'm going to go for a shot on the angle, and it bounces off the crossbar. Can we get this goal? And Luke Hendry with a ball across the middle right there into Nicky Featherstone, onto Houlihan. As Houlihan, oh, there was a rough tackle coming in on him right there, but we're still going to get the ball. Went for another cross, and Cadden with the block. He's come on and made himself lively in this game as Molyneux here onto Bogle. I was going to go for a shot from the edge of the box as Molyneux spins in the box. Still has the ball glued to his feet, but not a clear angle as it's Nicky Featherstone drilling it across the ground. Still has the ball. Pokes it onto Norwood. Norwood, oh, what a save close up by Luke McGee to keep the ball out the back of the net. Now that is an amazing stop. I've just got to say that, as we're going to try and cross the ball in as well. Molyneux, can we get one from a corner? Francis Angol, or Ola Mola actually, who's just come off the bench. We know he's not good at headering. Stevenson onto March right here, as it's going to be Forest Green in this last minute, having maybe a rare attack in this second half, as Godwin Malif, the left wing back, or I think he's a centre back, with the ball onto March, and it's them off the crossbar this time. Angol absolutely blasts it away, as can we try and counter from that? I don't know if there's long enough, as there isn't. A 1-1 draw in the first game with Forest Green. Another bloody point we're going to have to settle for. And if Bradford drop points, that would have been a great game. But I've got a feeling that they did get the win against Northampton in the end, away from home. And if so, I think it's just going to be normal automatics. Yes, although the gap from us and Northampton increases, because Northampton did lose, but it was to Bradford City, so unfortunately they are now 7 points again in front with 5 games left. That's a huge ask to try and win the title. We're still going to go for it, but after that last game, doesn't put full faith in me, as we've got 2 simulated games in a row. 21st place, Port Vale up next. Exactly the same team. And to be fair, do I expect to win? Never in simulated games, but we'll see how it goes. So please, yes, we actually do get one, and it's Norwood. McLaughlin picking up a bit of a knock. Bogle, and then Rodney with a consolation. At least we got one right there, as the gap is still alive though. 11 points between us and Hartlepool, but it's a big gap between us and Bradford. As does that mean if we beat Rochdale, it's confirmed? I mean, if Northampton do lose and Leyton Orient lose, or even if Leyton Orient draw, I think we're going up. I think we're that close. To do it in our first season with Hartlepool is not a bad achievement, as Conor McLaughlin out for 2 months, so he will not see the end of this season. Have we got a youth centre-back? I don't think we do, so Byrne is going to get his chance. We've got Liddell and Lawler in the reserves. Lawler can step up onto that bench, as in fact I'm going to make another change for that game. Houlihan comes off, and Molyneux steps in, because there is a couple of tired faces. You can't take a striker off once they've scored, so Bogle and Norwood both stay in. But 19th place, Dale, who have not had a good fallback from League 1, where we of course want to go. 19th in League 2 is a drop-off, so let's see how it goes. Away, though, it's going to be difficult, but we do pick up another back-to-back in 1 week second simulated win. I don't think that's ever happened in this career mode before, or on this FIFA, should I say, FIFA 22, as O'Keefe got injured for them, and Olamola doing the business. Very impressed by that, but like I said, the gap stays, and it's 11 points. It's 11 points between us and Northampton, so with 3 games left, it's done. We're in League 1 next season. It is literally already done. Rochdale win has secured it, so Olamola's goal is taking us up into League 1. I mean, I should be more excited, but it's been a long season with, of course, the big break off of YouTube in the middle of it. But I am buzzing by that. Very, 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 very nice stuff, as Swindon are up next, bottom of the league, and might as well play the same team after that. Not rest anyone, because we still can mathematically win the league, but they'd have to lose every single game from now on, Bradford City. So let's see what we can do against bottom of the league at home. Should be a win, and that is 3 back-to-back ones. A bit of a lucky one, though, as McCurdy gave them the lead. Francis on goal 10 minutes later, getting one back, the big centre-back, with then Norwood getting one with 3 minutes to go. And I have to say, in any other season, we've picked up a lot of points. I haven't looked at the points just yet, but in any other season, these points should be easily league winning. Easily. As how many we've got? We've got 85, and Bradford have got 89, so they did lose that game, in fact. What's the goal difference like? Because if they could win, they could lose and then draw, which still wouldn't be good for us. It's 10, the goal difference. It's 10 points. So we're not probably going to make that up. I'd say it's definitely confirmed second place, but still can push for first. Let's give it a good go in the last 2 played games then, shall we? As we are playing for nothing right here. Scunthorpe first, away from home. I've got to play this one though, just because of my hatred for the club. Of course, I am a passionate supporter of Grimsby Town Football Club, which are the rivals, as Molyneux is asking for a contract right here. I forgot about that. On second thoughts, I do want to keep him at the club, so contract negotiation. He's a bench player, and I've got a feeling he's going to ask for important, but I might just give him it to keep him here, as yes, he does. He comes off the bench quite a lot still, though, so we'll accept that. His wage I don't want moving. We'll give him a 2-year contract, enough to sell him if we don't want him in that first year, and then wage of, we'll give him exactly the same. Please take it, Luke. Please take it. Wants a bit of a bonus. Fine, he can have it as inspiration. Luke Molyneux will stay, and to be fair, he will stay in the team for the next game. Captain Houlihan kept out of it at the moment, but might as well actually rotate it a little bit more, shouldn't we? Let's take Bogle out for Basui. Let's give the youth players a shot. We've got Andrew down here as well in the reserves. Sorry, Ogle. And Olamola, you did score, but Kamara is going to be there. Actually, Bogle, I'm going to take you out as well for Cullen. Might as well put some of these players that haven't played much on the bench. Houlihan can come off for Smith. Yeah, let's make loads of changes. Actually, no, that's it. We'll go with that. So, Basui is the change. Molyneux still in. Burns still in. Kamara and Andrew, I'm excited to see come off the bench against Scunthorpe. And we're at Glumford Park. So it's Tom Billison in goal for Scunthorpe. Gyro, Harry Davis, the traitor, in defence with Emmanuel Aniase, George Taft and O'Malley. Wood, Wilson, Beeston, Ryan Loft and Scrimshaw. So let's try and beat this team of mid-table nobodies as Rowe with a pass straight across. Why are we letting them keep the ball? I don't like this as a Beeston. Straight out of play though, as it's going to be a throw-in for Luke Hendry. Straight into Valakari. And oh, rough tackle. Could that be an off straight away? It is Jake Scrimshaw. There was a red card in the last game against Scunthorpe. I remember now. Bye-bye, son. That is one of the worst tackles I've ever seen on Valakari. I hope he's okay. And 10 men to the Scunthorpe. Things you absolutely love to see to start us off with, but we've got to keep it on going as Valakari with the ball right here. What can he do? Waits for the run at the side of him. Luke Hendry going for a shot. He'll want it. Ex-Grimsby. So we're going to pass it back to Valakari again. Can he get a revenge for that tackle? Blocked by Harry Davis. Another ex-Grimsby. And honestly, if you're on this channel and expecting no little hints towards my team. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. There's a lot of Grimsby talk on right here, as that's a terrible ball to the edge, as Norwood's going to pick up on this, and pursue it. Make a good run, mate. You could be in here, but no, it's a rough tackle again. He comes across the ball and takes the man out, does the defender right there. Very lucky not to get a card as Nicky Featherstone. Ferguson making the dart. It's on to Norwood with an overhead kick to stay on side with, and that was beautiful. Still wins a corner as he did miss, and Byrne running in for the header. Can't get to that second ball though as Wood steps away, but he still passed it on to Nicky Featherstone, the captain. Skying it, and Featherstone with the ball out wide right here into Ferguson, across the middle into Basui. Now onto Valakari as Valakari gets one out wide right here, and Hendry with a cross. That's a good one. Norwood missed the header. Ferguson, oh, time finishing, man. I spammed B way too much right there. You see how much I want to score against Scunthorpe early on in this game as Nicky Featherstone with the ball through. Basui tried to get the flick off to the running Valakari. We're very unfortunate with that as we've got half an hour played already ticked off the clock, as that's a roll out to Ferguson. Ferguson, oh dear, Loft. That's straight into his path, and a rough tackle from us, but we missed the man luckily as we do get that away. Do not let that happen again, as it's Molyneux on it now. Into Valakari again, onto Norwood, as Norwood's maybe going to look for another option out here. He gets the run round, and it's a good run round in the end. We've got Basui in the box. Can the youth player strike? He tries to, and it's given as a penalty. I thought that was going to get given against us for Basui's handball, but no, Scunthorpe have conceded one. It's Taft who handles it in front of our youth player. He must have headed it onto his hand. Bad camera angle for it as Norwood's on penalties, but there's a youth player on the field who is desperate for a first goal. He's got 37 penalties. I'm still going to trust him though. Please don't let yourself down, please. It's hit the post. It's hit the post as Valakari. Oh, it wasn't a bad shot, but you've got to feel for the youngster right there. That should have been a goal, as we've still got the corner ball. Looking for something from this. Could we maybe get a lead right here? Norwood, it's bounced off Byrne, and it's blasted away. Absolutely gutted for the youngster though, but he's still going to get his head up as here he is again on the ball, Basui. Oh, that penalty miss is going to be hard for him as he gets that ball off though, and that was a perfectly timed pass into Featherstone with a run around. Basui, Ryan trying to run onto the ball right there, but unfortunately didn't get there again as that pass is straight round him. It's Loft into Beeston, Francis on goal, into Molyneux as Luke Molyneux is going to continue his run. He's going to get his pass off to Valakari. Pass that back, heavy touch, Valakari still gets it off, and what a poor shot that is from Luke Molyneux. That's after the contract's been signed as well. He could get released for that, as that was very, very poor. Norwood's header not working. Francis on goal. I was going to turn and shoot, but the half-time whistle goes. Utter domination against Scunthorpe. I am very surprised we haven't scored. So let's see what we can do in the rest of this game right here. Molyneux with a switch straight away, and that's hit row, wasn't it? Okay. Gifted corner to start this second half off with, as Valakari whips it in. Loft. Surely that's a penalty in real life. Not in FIFA though, of course, as he got dragged down, and that's a good one too. Hendry trying his best not to whip one in towards their players at the front post, but avoiding all our players with that cross, and they're going to maybe try and break away from it as Ferguson straight on it. Molyneux, I want a lively second half, and we might be getting one here, as that's a great ball from Basui. Still can't get on it, as now Valakari with a ball. He's going to switch one across to Francis on goal. Ferguson now into Featherstone. And Norwood on the turn, as I'm going to look out to the fullback right here. The fullback? It's not even the fullback, it's the midfielder, and we don't even play fullbacks, as that's a ball into Basui. Tried to get his shot off. He wants his second goal for the club really, really desperately, because I did remember when I said the penalty, he'd actually scored in a simulated game beforehand, so he does have a goal for the club, as this is a good run. That's a good little toe peg. Hendry with a ball into Valakari, and what a save from the keeper. I hate to admit it, but that's absolutely brilliant stuff, as we're going to whip another ball in. I was going to put my youth players off the bench onto this game, but how we're dominating, I don't really want to change much up, as Matt Smith is the midfielder who comes on, and he's got a chance to cross. That's a good one. Just headed away at the front post though, and still falls back to us. Basui, Valakari, through bodies. Bilson saves. And if we fail to win here, I'm going to be very upset, because this would stop us from winning the league, of course, if we are even going to do that, as that's a ball over the top from one of their players onto Millen, and these have had 10 men, so Let's go for it in this last minute, as that's another rough tackle. Yellow card, thank you. This time it's Wilson from Liverpool, I think, on loan maybe, with a rough tackle, as Norwood just allowed to walk with it right here. Was going to shoot, but body's got in the way as Wilson. Come on. It's not a good enough pass, but we still do have the ball. Cullen is offside. And Bilson's going to get there anyway. I can't believe we're not going to win this game. As Molyneux, can we have a last chance Lagoon moment? Can we do something? Burn! That's a decent ball, but just out of reach for Norwood, as it's going to be a draw right here, I think. And if Bradford have lost, I'm going to be so gutted, because that would be an amazing finish to the season we've missed out on. As we do. Congratulations, Bradford City, you win the league, but we still go up. And to be fair, I never expected to win this league in the first season, so second place confirmed. In League 2, we take our place by coming second in the second division, up to the third, which is the first division, League 1. Anyway, they did win the game, so the league was impossible to win, as we've still got another game, haven't we? Colchester United, which are, where are they in the league? Are they in the playoffs or just below? They are just below, and it's impossible for them, so it is a nothing game. So we might as well simulate it, get straight into the roundup. As I think I know who's top scorer this season as well. It looks to be confirmed as Francis Angol up for Player of the Month. That's a decent shout, that, isn't it? He doesn't get enough praise, that lad, as we are playing against 9th in the league. We're going to change his team up to the rotated one, John Akinde. It's not going to make his farewell appearance. I'm going to give it to a youngster. Sorry, mate. I know it's a big occasion, I know, but you're not going to be playing in this one. There's a few more changes. There we go. That's the team. Mitchell, Ogle, Liddell, Lawler, Byrne and Johansson. It's the last appearance for Liddell as well, which can't go unnoticed. Houlihan, Featherstone and Smith, Basu and Cullen up front. So it's a team I think is going to get absolutely hammered. But if they don't, even if they do lose, I'm going to be proud of them, because it's the last team that plays this season, as it's a 2-0 defeat. Marshall and Dobra. You might be thinking you've just sent a team out to lose, but I do not care, because you can see Northampton pipping Mansfield to the post. That is a gutter for Mansfield. Unfortunate for those Stags, but for us, the Stags, I think it's the Stags or the Deer. I'm sorry, Hartlepool fans, I don't even know. We are going to be going up to League 1 confirmed alongside Northampton and, of course, league winners Bradford, as I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the squad roundup, which is how we finish every season. As if you're new around here, we look at the players and see how they've done throughout the year, as starting off with Mitchell. Not as good as Marinovic, you can see right there. 10 less games, the same clean sheets from the Aussie, so it's been good. I definitely want to keep both of these here next season. Johansson, I want to keep here as my backup left wing back, with Francis Angol and Ferguson being amazing this season. Those two definitely staying. Liddell does depart. He started as his main centre-back. Got kicked out very quickly. Lawler's hopefully going to stay as a backup. I'm not a big fan though, as Byrne is the backup. He's the main backup go-to guy, Neil Byrne. He's played 23 games, as well as Staunton's the main one though. 0 goals, 0 assists, but 41 appearances. That's a lot for a youngster. Hopefully can grow as well as Luke Hendry, 28, 3 assists. I thought he had more than that. Ferguson's definitely the assist king, as McLaughlin, 29, Ogle, 9 appearances. Nicky Featherstone, big part of the team, 3 goals, 4 assists, most coming in simulations though, apart from the assists of course, as Houlihan, 5 and 11. He's done quite a lot more, to be fair, and he was having the armband at some occasions, as Matt Smith, definitely back up. Valakari's come in and been amazing, 17 games, and almost catching them 2 midfielders up. As another backup one who's got an important role now, Luke Molyneux, 1 goal, 2 assists, 2 youngsters I want to get out on loan. Basui maybe can stay and get the odd game here, as Cullen do the same unless he leaves with James Norwood. Bang! What a player! 23 games, 23 goals, the same, 42 games, 6 assists. And Bogle, in less than half, 9 goals and 2 assists. Now he's got a higher match rating as well, but of course he's been here a lot less time, and mathematically, if he would have had the same amount of games, he might have caught him up on goals, but just might. As the last two, 4 goals apiece for Olufi Olamola and John Akinde when he was in the team. He's got 7.7 when he's played, absolutely amazing, but he leaves the club as well as my Player of the Season award. Of course, the obvious choice is James Norwood, who should get the fans and the players. But for me, like, if you ever seen a team do Coaches Player of the Year, I'm going to give it to Nicky Featherstone. 33-year-old. When I looked at this team when I started this career mode, I thought, I've got to keep him in the team because he's a Hartlepool through and through player. But I didn't think much of him. I thought he's going to get replaced, and he's not. He's kept the armband, well, sharing it with Houlihan, and he's done very, very well. Goals, assists from CDM. That's my player of the season. As I said, it would be a long episode, but seeing as we had nothing to play for in the end, we did simulate that game against Colchester, as I think that is season number 1 rounded up. So we'll be back again very shortly with season number 2. As thank you all for watching this first one. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well so you do not miss an episode in the future. Of course, subscribe to the channel most importantly so you don't miss that one, and we are on the chase for 4.1k subscribers before the new year. If that can be smashed, I will love you forever, even more than I do so now. So take care, in a bit, go watch Spider-Man No Way Home, and peace.